Alright guys, on days like today I've really got to say I'm lucky where I stay. Beautiful scenery today, got a little beach to myself, got the best rock climbing area I can find, got the Axial Gilamon, and been climbing up all these rocks, all these piles, some seriously impressive stuff. This car's still absolutely bone stock, as you know from my last video if you watched it. Really, what I'd like to say is this car, standard out the box, is the best single crawler, or probably RC to be fair, I've ever had for not needing anything done. The way the steering servo works, got plenty of power with a cut and brake at the rear with a little micro servo. You can get tight turns, power of the motor's fantastic, and really the car just blows my mind. The only thing that I would say when I was talking about upgrades in my last video, which I might just make people aware of, if you're crawling through, let's say, puddles like this or muddy bogged areas, what you have to watch with this car, I just noticed, luckily I've not done it myself yet, but try and blow that sand away, but the tyres are vented, so that may be an issue to some people. If you can, hopefully you can see that, I'm going to make a sort of shadow over it, so if you go through puddles you are going to get your foams wet. That's probably the only negative I found on this car so far. Other than that, performance, handling, everything it's doing is just insane. In my video I've got it climbing down here, like that's a big drop guys, comes down not a problem, no flipping, no falling, absolutely fantastic RC car. The only thing I would say as well, if you're looking at that, when you watch other guys' YouTube videos, especially sort of bigger reviewers, they go on about the size of it, how it's huge. It's not really that much bigger than any other 10 scale crawler, to be honest. It sits low, yeah, it can look big when it's got the full suspension, when obviously it sits drooped, but it's really about the size of my RC 4-wheel drive 10 scale, probably identical wheelbase to be fair, and it's not that much bigger than any other crawlers. It's a little bit wider, but nothing that's going to blow your mind in size and scale. But like I say, if you're going to get this car, and I really suggest you do if you like crawling, it won't disappoint. It's funny looking in the pictures, and to be fair, myself, I was kind of thinking, I don't know if I wanted it, but I really wanted like a proper crawler. I was between that and a Capra. I kind of wanted something just dedicated for crawling, not so much like a scale road car doing off-roads like the Land Rover Defenders, the Jeeps, etc. I wanted a sort of buggy platform, and I could not be happier. I mean, the steering servo for me is fantastic, the gear ratio is perfect, the little micro servo at the back, yeah, occasionally it does stick, not all the time, but it's a little bit backwards, tiny bit of turning forward, and away you go. There's nothing I want to upgrade with this car at all. The only thing I would generally say though, if you're going to go in mud, I would at least change the tyres for that because of the way they're vented. But overall, it's just such an impressive car. When you watch this video that I've got, the footage, if you're not impressed, I really don't know how much more I can show you how capable this car is. So hopefully it comes over, because the only thing that I find with GoPros and other cameras is they don't always do steepness justice. I've tried to get my camera situated to show you the capabilities of the car, and I'm going to say it, it's the best crawler I've ever had. I've had loads of best RCs I've said on the channel, usually a lot of it's excitement and it's a new toy and this is amazing, but been running this a long time now. Since I've got it, I've taken it out every couple of days, to be fair. Nothing wrong with it at all, a little bit scuffed up as you can see for use. The only thing that I did have to do out the box with it is a little power switch was on a little bit of foam, it was kind of dangling off, so I just put a bit of sort of glue on the back of that to hold the switch on. In fact, there was no more nails I used actually, so that's never coming off, but that's the only thing I've had to do to the car. I love it, I love the controller with the sort of little thumb tab, you can steer it one-handed and film, etc. But yeah, please like, subscribe, hopefully you're impressed with the footage, and if you're into crawlers, I'm not joking guys, this is the one to go for. The cut and brake on the back is really useful. Today I've used it quite a lot. I've tried to get in some of the footage. You can really spin it round on the point, so if you're stuck here and you lock it on, you can swing it right round in basically in a stationary position if you get the tyre hooked well enough. So it's got everything you'd ever need. It's even got a little light kit if you're using it at night, etc. Comes with additional LEDs too, which I've not fitted. But yeah, just for taking this out just to chill for a little while yourself, just kind of finding some lines. Honestly, the best crawler in the world in my opinion, out the box. I mean, there will be guys that will say obviously you can change the tyres, change the wheels, change the servos, and I get why some guys do it, but my main point is if you're not competing with people, you're not in a competition trying to win, this thing is good enough out the box as you get. It's just an incredible car. The only thing I wish they did do, which I might do myself if I can be bothered, is I wish they painted the little guys' faces in the little helmets, or even just put a sticker helmet on or something. It just, when you look at that, I mean, it's not too annoying, but if you can go to bother putting the gear stick in and all the other controls, surely you can put little skin coloured faces on. They do look pretty like unfinished, that's the only thing I would say. But yeah, enjoy the video, and in my opinion I don't think you'll see any better performance crawling of the car. I may be wrong, but that's how confident I am with the footage I've got for you guys. So see you in the next one, Paul out, and yeah, enjoy your RCs and look forward to watching you guys' videos too. Bye.